Time to return to a galaxy far, far, far away and then go to one even further where creative license reigns. Hello again, Alec.
Hello, Stuart.
We've got some real doozies for you this time. Imagine a Chinese company that's selling knockoff Star Wars figures, but not knockoffs of existing figures. They're making their own designs. Can you remember the name of the company you bought these from, Alec?
I can't. I could hazard a guess.
Go on.
I'm going to suggest that it was something to the effect of the Gracious Lovely Comfort Corporation. But I could be wrong.
Well, that's good enough for me. The Gracious Lovely Comfort Corporation presents their own weird sixth form play version of Star Wars, beginning with what I think is actually a pretty nifty Darth Vader redesign. He's more sort of cyber and armoured than before. A bit
Your
more
dad's
angled.
Vader.
This is your grand's Vader. I am slightly worried by the silver bow tie on his belly button, which I don't quite understand.
Didn't notice that.
It's a bit of a worry, and it does look like he's just shoved a load of tin foil into his mouth. But other than
Black
that,
tie Vader.
this is his dinner jacket for posh events. But it's really nifty. If you can actually take, I'd probably take away the bow tie there and the stuff on the front. If you did that, I think this would be a really interesting figure. It's got some basic arm articulation. The head moves slightly. Legs are solid, but that's your lot.
Cape flows reasonably well.
Yeah. I genuinely like it as a redesign. I wonder if it's knocked off for something, or if the artist did just totally go with the band.
I'm wondering if some bits have come from Batman, just looking at the chiselled six-pack that seems to be sort of hidden in the...
It's Buff Vader.
Christopher Nolan did Star Wars.
And has been worshipping Brodin and his massive gains. Anyway, you sit at the back there, my friend, and look on as we bring in the real beauty of the piece. Unleash it, Alec.
Here she is. It's everybody's favourite, Rey, and it's good, 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 good. Oh my God, what is that?
I think it's beautiful, Alec. I can't see any problem with that whatsoever.
I'm guessing that they made these before the film in an
Yes.
attempt to get these out onto the market, because these seem to be crafted from early publicity photos, which is why it looks exactly like the character until you get to her face.
That really is quite astonishing. The eyes do need some special, medical treatment, but also some special... Also, very, very pink skin. Looks like she's been boiled.
I guess she lives on a desert, but you'd have thought that being abandoned for like 15 years would make you take some kind of sun precautions.
The boots, as well, I've just noticed, bear no resemblance to... Did you not see the boots in the trailers or something? So they've just made them up?
I'm guessing so.
Given a pair of fashion wedges.
I did not notice that. And they're number one, conveniently sculpted on her leg.
Oh, yes.
Because she is our number one, ladies and gentlemen.
It's one of those things that's almost good. If only he'd known which actress was actually done instead of just sculpting a woman he saw in the street, maybe that would work better.
And the other thing is, this is completely different to the official Hasbro figure.
Yeah.
No resemblance whatsoever.
Even slightly different scale, I believe. In fact, if we put her next to Vader here, she is considerably larger.
Yeah, well, I've actually got the Rey. Show the Rey proper.
Let's do this.
There is completely...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is clearly not the same figure. Let's bring them up closer in Spectacon. Yeah, that is not... That is very much not based on that in any way, shape or form. Also, notice different boots.
Daisy Ridley and her very tall sister.
Giant Ridley. Hagrid Ridley. Hag Ridley. There we are.
Hagrid Ridley.
Sounds like a verb I've just invented. Anyway, Kylo Ren, get your arse in here, mate. So, Disco Kylo Ren?
He's got a slightly gnomish appearance about him, which I'm a fan of. Just, nothing says Sith Lord like sort of feature belt, really.
It's nicked it from 60s Batman. So again, this has been taken clearly from early publicity shots. It's not a bad sculpt. It's got all the detail of the mask about right, but has kind of made up some colours. Or did they just do that, do you think, to make it more visually interesting? Because it would just be black.
You know, they saw what they'd done and they went, that's good. but we here at the Blessed Champion Creative Corporation can do better.
I'm not entirely sure they did. Wouldn't it be great if he does look like this in the next film, though?
I hope so. His souped up, had his ass kicked armour, and that mask is now permanently affixed to his face.
A giant silver duck mask for Kylo Ren. I was trying to
off your
work out
mask,
if there was something written on his hat, but there doesn't seem to be. Again, it's going with the feature of the arms move and the others don't. We should mention, actually, these figures smell quite interesting.
There's a real distinctive kind of rubbery, toxic stench.
Yeah.
These paints may have some kind of lead or zinc or something in them. They're really not fit for human consumption. Although they did
God,
come
now
in
you
like
tell me, I've eaten 12.
They did come in like a silver, like ready meal bag when they were shipped.
Yeah,
which-
I noticed that. It's literally made of foil. Yeah, here we are. Grab her in there.
there you go.
Yeah, it's like it's protecting us from them in some way.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Protecting us or encouraging us to eat them.
They're kind of in. Let's move the old camera up a bit there. Yeah, they're kind of in proportion apart from Vader. So basically, they're in proportion as long as you ignore one of them.
Which is a lot like the official Hasbro figure.
Chewbacca will save the day. Here he comes. Good old Chewie. Look how good he looks, everybody. Look at the way I haven't yet turned it to chase the camera. Okay, seriously, if you've got any children watching, get them out of the room now. It's like something from an 80s VHS horror movie cover.
Came from behind the sofa.
Should bloody go back there as well. So they've kind of got the body about right. And I like the way the bandolier is actually a separate thing.
Yeah, this is a feature. We couldn't remember if they've done this on any of the proper Star Wars figures. But again, Hasbro, if you're watching, maybe, that's the kind of feature we want to see. None of the rest of this is the kind of features we want to see.
No, the not being able to hold a gun is not good. And the terrifying face of doom is certainly not good. It's just the whole head is a bit wrong, isn't it?
I also like the textured front paint, and then the
Oh God, I hadn't realised.
the plain back.
Yeah, literally.
They've got to so much trouble on the front, and then they've just completely cocked it.
They've just given up entirely. Yep, just going to paint the front. Paint's expensive. We'll do the front, leave the back naked. I've just realised he's got a number 2 on his arm as well. That's interesting. Right, Chewie. We're not done yet. Not by a long shot.
A whole lot of Star Wars to go.
How about new hero Poe Dameron? Sort of, yeah. Again, kind of done from the trailers, I would guess.
Well, it is his helmet.
Yeah.
It's not the right colours, because
very
Poe
much.
Dameron's helmet was black, because he was a badass. Whereas this guy has sculpted his helmet out the same material as his jumpsuit, which, to all of you watching at home, is a terrible idea.
That's not the way to go with something safe.
Will not protect your head.
He's got the Mauser gun, although with a weird extra attachment on the end. Makes it look like a silencer, maybe.
Yeah.
Or actually, it looks more like a loudspeaker to make his shots louder and instill fear into the enemy.
Poe Dameron, crap assassin for hire.
He's got his crap lightsaber, because of course pretty much all of them seem to. And yeah, very generic face.
Everybody had a go with a lightsaber apart from Poe Dameron in
That's true.
Force Awakens.
Actually, he's got his own. He felt jealous.
I mean, Rey couldn't hold it anyway because she's been sculpted basically for brooming, which is, really.
Yeah, she would be
as far
literally
as-
gripping the blade with the other hand, which would be badness.
Given all that's been said about the new Star Wars and positive representations of women, I think that our bootleg friends have kind of dropped the ball there.
Yes,
terms
she
of,
looks like she's sweeping the floor, and that's your lot. Right, on you there, mate. Now, I think my personal favourite out of the set... Grown big I have. It's Yoda in his weird white get-up that makes him look like an extra from The Matrix or something. He can't seem to hold his own lightsaber, which is a disappointment in general in life. But yeah,
I'd like the suggestion, perhaps, that Yoda, being 800 years old, started off, was born at human height, and then sort of goes through a kind of Benjamin Button-esque shrinking.
and it's got smaller and smaller. You've got to say, the sculpting is quality. I mean, the head is really good. Yeah. Genuinely really good.
The head is really good, and his sort of stop in the name of love dance moves are just...
Before my heart you break. Let's put him there just to show how much bigger he is than Chewbacca.
He's halting people while dropping a bag of tea into a mug. I think that's the...
He's a very thirsty crossing guard. That's what he is. A quick look at R2-D2, who is literally a lump of rubber with some shit silver feet and
glued his head on backwards though, which is good.
Yeah, and that's kind of odd. Looks like he's got a bigger forehead than usual. He's the Ant McPartlin of R2-D2s. I don't... yeah, well, it's recognisably R2-D2. Am I being overly kind there?
I think you'd know it was a robot from a film that was made in the time of Star Wars.
Little BB-8. You can't really go that far wrong with BB-8, and you can tell what it is. It does appear to have devil horns.
Massive though.
Yeah, that has got a sort of weird look to it. You stand there, or roll it. No, just fall on the floor. That's fine. I know you're tired. We'll let you off. And show the last beauty.
Oh my goodness.
We don't have a Finn. Well, this might be Finn, I suppose. We have a Stormtrooper.
As designed by Aardman.
Yes, with a small comedy head.
Wallace and Gromit.
Oh my god, it's a clockwork Stormtrooper. Like, you can do it up at the back. That's astonishing. Does this actually... No, it's not really capable of holding... Well, vaguely capable of holding the gun. Yeah, you can tell what they were going for here. They even put the little pistol on the leg, but the head is just horribly distorted. It's a pity, 'cause they've managed to get it so spot on with the others. Well, other than facially, but yeah. But here's my favourite feature of all.
Oh my.
This is brilliant. It's not just one Stormtrooper. It can also be... Oh, I can't get it on. Attack of the Clones Clone Trooper. It comes with multiple heads.
It does.
It's something they've never done with proper Star Wars, basically because, of course, the armour is a slightly different design each time. But, yeah.
Nobody told the Happy Joy Fun Corporation. I'm pretty sure that name has been consistently wrong every time.
That's the main thing. You've got kind of a Return of the Sith head as well, or Revenge of the Sith even. Not quite working. None of them seem to actually fit on, except the original Stormtrooper as well. But my personal favourite, and a real off-the-wall choice, Concept Boba Head. No, Concept Boba Fett Head. I nearly said Concept Boba Head Fett, which is an intriguing new character we've invented.
Boba Head.
Yeah. That one kind of works, actually.
Yeah, it's... I mean, kudos to them for trying something different.
Yeah.
This is certainly some of the most creative knockoff toys I think we've ever seen, but...
What a crew. I'm going to actually zoom in on them. Dun, 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 dun. There we are. Star Wars Episode 8. We all know what it's going to look like. And not anything like that.
Subscribe for...
When 900 years old you reach, look both ways, you still must.